Stacy, what?
Little volume on the keyboard, just a little bit.
Hey, Mo.
We gonna keep it moving right along. Hey, Taurus, don't start that bullshit. Let's party now. Can't forget about my main man Rose at the front door. We still got love for you, Rose. Don't let the people piss you off, man. I see the hand in the back, Rose. Once again, I'd like to thank main man Buck for having this dynamite sound pumping nice and swell up in here. Yeah. Hey, Derek, you know how we like to turn up, man. We gonna do that Landover shit, you know what I mean? Let it breathe. Oh, it's getting warm.
Hey, warm. Hey, party.
Hey, Miss Shayna, all that shit you be talking, I'm trying to see you drop it down low for me one time. Hey, she be talking all that shit, drop it down low for me one time. Then hold it there.
Check 1, 2, 1, 2, okay.
I swear, that's some solid crank right there. I don't know about y'all, but that's some solid crank right there, man. They can say what they want, you know what I mean? They can say what they want, but that's solid crank right there.
I might
Wait
need to
a
bring the
minute.
personal mirror right there so I can just see just so I can be in tune.
Real crank.
Just want to be in tune with myself. Cause I be trying to look at where the camera at.
2018. I think I'm gonna run for go-go president or something, man. 2018 election. Oh, wait a minute.
I know people be tired like this boy always trying to fix himself up on the camera.
I'm a party for the Tauruses, man. They in the building, man. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Crown me crank king. Crown me crank king.
Happy Thursday. It's your girl Stubbs.
It's your boy Q here. How you doing?
Welcome to another episode of the Stubbs Show Unplugged, where guess what? We're bringing you great shows, great interviews, and encouraging you to take that leap of faith, to live the best life possible, and to just, you know what, wake up every day happy. You know, I'm always about that good energy. Sometimes I wake up and things ain't where it need to be, but music always get me there. What's up, Q?
Man, I'm good. Just, 4th of July, too many bombs over Baghdad in the backyard. So my hearing is kind of like still like jumpy.
Okay, where you was at?
I was at home. They was really just lighting it up in the backyard.
Shoot, I know, man. The South Side was getting it in. You hear me? They don't play. I don't know where they went to Afghanistan or something to get their stuff. Or I don't know what was going on, but it was a lot going on. But I see you got a lot going on in your mind on today, and your energy. We got baby girl in the studio. That's okay.
It's a lot, but it's okay. It's called life. You just gotta figure things out.
You know what? We keep it moving one way or the other. It don't matter. I was out in Ocean City yesterday having a good time. Got to riding up there during the late night, and it was fun. I had a great time. I'm about living life.
Yeah, I saw that. I try to stay off of social media, but let me check on Stubbs and the rest of the.
I'm always out and about. She want. We got little Q in the building. She looking around like, am I gonna get on the camera?
Nah, not today, baby girl.
But that's okay. It's all about living life, you guys. Getting out, enjoying yourself, and having a good time. Our show today is definitely about that. Talking about the trials of life, because sometimes you go through things. Sometimes you have your highs, you have your lows, but you got to know how to get through those seasons and how to keep going. I know I done had some trials in my life.
I have plenty and so many more to come. Cause it's just a part of life. Like if you don't go through nothing, you can't get through what you want to go through. You know what I'm saying? It's a destination, but it's mountains behind it. Go behind the mountains, and
actually you become stronger.
Basically,
you know what I'm saying? I gained my real muscles through going through the hardest times of my life. It's like it was like trials came to make me strong. That's what they say.
Yeah. Your
trials come to make you stronger. But we got a good show lined up for you guys. Remember, go to our Instagram pages at Stubbs_the brand. Where you at, Q?
Oh, y'all want to follow me? I don't know if y'all want to follow me.
Where's Q at? Is he still
y'all
in California?
Follow me? Yeah, I might be still there too.
Come on, what's
trying to get back there? But yeah, you can follow me at Q Hill Beats.
That's right. Make sure you check us out on Instagram. But we'll be right back with a great show. We got Anthony Tillman in the building, and we have Mark McCoy. They're going to tell you their testimony, talk to you about their story, and we're going to encourage you to keep going because guess what? You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
You can definitely do it. Live out your dreams.
All right, y'all. We're taking a quick break. The Stubbs Show Unplugged. We'll be right back.
Also produced for Oi Boys, Spill Gang, Goo Glizzy, Darby, Visto, and many more. Get your beats today at QHillBeats.com.
What's up, world? It's your girl Stubbs from the Stubbs Show Unplugged, coming to you today to let you know how you can get to rolling and riding right this summer. That's right, you guys over at Star Imports, located at 4711 Off Place, Camp Springs, Maryland. They are offering you the boutique style car buying experience. That's right, getting you rolling and riding right in those Hot Wheels this summer. So make sure you guys head over and check them out. Log on to their website at www.starimports, and that's star with 2 R's.com. Remember, folks, check us out, me and your boy DJ Q, every Thursday on VoxWave.com.
Man, shout out to the Stubbs Show Unplugged, man. Shout out to Q Hill. We got a lot of good hits coming from Boss O and LBB, man. You can follow me at Faded_Blizzy_M.O.B100. Q Hill, what's up, Slam?
So now you DMV Zone super producer Q Hill B. Produced Biggie Killer Corns Tequila featuring Just Paul. Also produced for Oi Boys, Spill Gang, Goo Glizzy, Darby, Visto, and many more.
Hey, you guys, we're back. The Stubbs Show Unplugged with your girl Stubbs.
HD.
That's
no, I see you guys in HD today. How you doing? Q here. What's good?
Remember, you guys, if you would like to run a commercial on the show, all you have to do is email us at worldoffaith@yahoo.com. That's worldoffaith@yahoo.com. Also, hit us up today on the hotline if you want to be part of the discussion. You can call us at 240-719-2560, and that's 240-719-2560. Also, coming up this September, the Vox Wave station is going to be hosting a Odyssey boat ride. That's right. You got to be there. I'm going to be there. Q going to be there. We're going to be on the ones and twos, having a good time. It's going to be on a Saturday from 11 to 1 p.m. More information is coming up, but it's going to be $125. So stay tuned to our pages so you can get more information and make sure you're there, because I want you there. I'm going to have a good time. I know that for sure. But today's show is all about life trials, making smart decisions in life and going after after the things and opportunities that come your way. So many times we have opportunities in front of us and we play around, or we don't take them as serious, or we allow our peers or the things around us or life to break us down and stop us from proceeding forward. Not just, just talking about you, or don't think I'm pointing a finger and judging you, because I've had trials in my life that have wiped me out, have taken me down and put me into a depression where I didn't know what to do. And if it wasn't for friends, prayer, and family in my life, especially my mom, I don't know what I would do, what I would have done, And so many people are committing suicide. I just seen a post from someone that I actually know say that they were ready to be with their mom, and their mom is actually dead. And they were just saying, it's a young guy, and he was saying life is just so much for him right now. He's ready to go with his dad, and he put up the emojis, the gun and the knife and the other stuff, and it just bothered me. And I said, you know what, we're going to go out and talk, because, you just got to understand that life hits you. I come here and I dress up and I play the part and I put on my makeup, but you never know what's going on in my life, or just other people that I know that are very successful or have been successful, and they are going through hell, and they don't, it's all about continuing to go, because the more that you keep going, the more that you grow. I've had a time in my life where I went through a divorce. It was like at one point, I took a leap of faith and life started going up, and it was like God showed me, this is what you can do, this is what I have for you. And then my divorce happened and I lost everything. And I was telling someone the other day that I would show up to events dressed up looking good from a hotel and going back to a hotel. And to have people coming to your face and they saying, girl, you getting it, you doing it, you looking good, and you fighting back tears in the back of your eyes, because you want to just be like, oh my God, I need so much help right now. And nowadays you can't even go to people for help. The villages are basically burnt up. I mean, it's almost as if people want to see you on the streets begging before they can help you. And we have to get out of that mentality, because we have people who are going to work every day just about out the door. They're almost out of their own door, or living in shelters. Like, it's serious, or in their cars. Have you ever been through a trial in life that, like,
have I? Yeah.
Damn near made you want to just crawl up and go?
I mean, I had the time period in my life where I had to live out my truck. This was like a few years before I even was with my child's mother. So yeah, it's like, it's a hard time. You just gotta, I mean, it's a mental thing. You really gotta just see yourself. You just gotta really see yourself somewhere else, and then that can motivate you, because self-motivation is definitely the key to getting through everything.
Yeah, because people around you ain't gonna always motivate you.
You know what I'm saying?
And you don't want to be. Did you feel like being around people when you were going through that?
No, because I'm the type of person, I was always the helper. Like, I never seek for someone to help me. I was always willing to help others. So it's like, me being hopeless at the time that I couldn't help, I didn't want to be around, because I knew I couldn't do nothing for nobody else. So that's how I stayed out the way. And so I got myself together. That's
that leadership, or that wanting to do, that selfless mentality where you do so much for other people and you want that back, but you don't know how to ask. And sometimes pride keep us from asking, our ego.
That too.
Ego will keep you from asking for help, and you need it. And God has possibly placed someone in your life that's there to help you. And that's one thing I had to learn, is to ask for help. I had to start asking people, well, what you think about this? Or, I need help with this. And that one person will open up a door for me to connect with another person, and then another person, and it would just lead me into a new place. And that's why today's show is so important, because it's like you can go from here to there, or from here to there suddenly. Like that song, we can't play it, Lil Baby song. Is it Lil Baby Suddenly? What, look. Y'all know what song it is. You can figure it out today. Go on YouTube and figure it out. But it talks about suddenly, and the Bible talks about suddenly, how suddenly things happen. And you got to mentally be ready for that, because it will swipe your ass out. You know what I'm saying? It would take you down. Yeah, I said it, because that's what it would do. So, don't look at people and judge them from what you see, because we put on makeup every day. Today we're going to teach you how to look at people as a human being and just help them for just that right there. We have our guest from Make Smart Cool, and then we also have a special guest that's telling his testimony as a basketball player. And we're just going to encourage you to go out and get up off that ledge and say, I can do it. I'm going to jump out there. I can keep going. Let me get up and lift my own self up. Let me pull myself by my straps and say, get your butt up and get to going. I don't care if you got to cry. I've been in my car crying, can't even see, wish I had, windshield wipers to wipe it, because, you know what I'm saying? It's not. Q, have you cried as a man?
As plenty of times,
I'm so glad you say.
Birth of my child, I cried. Trying to figure out how can I put food on the table, I cried those moments. But it's like, those are just real human moments. Like,
right.
You don't have those moments, and I don't want to say you're not human, but it's just that those are moments that you have, especially if you're really passionate about doing things. Like, I think the most passionate people usually cry, but keep pushing and do what they got to do to make it happen. Because that's my experience. That's what I do.
Turn that energy, that energy into a force that makes you go out and go. I know even from relationships to business to my children, that pain, I have to take it and put it somewhere, because if I don't, it'll just have you sitting and moping around all day. So we're going to have a good show for you. So make sure you guys continue to follow us. Make sure you go to voxwave.com. Make sure you check out our sponsor here at 4711 Alth Place. That's Star Imports. They got some nice cars out there. We're going to bring you some interviews actually from in the car. So make sure you guys check out our sponsor, and make sure you come out and get you a car for this summer, because if you want to pick me up, I'm telling you, you better be fly. I'm not having it. Not having it, not me. All right, you guys, we're getting ready to take a quick break. We'll be right back with our special guest here on the Stubbs Show Unplugged. Unplugged with your girl Stubbs.
And your boy Q.
And our special guest, Mr. Anthony Tillman.
Yep, that's me.
How you feeling today?
Feeling good. Appreciate, you inviting me on the show and all this great stuff.
Thank you for coming on to be great today. Yeah. He's from Make Smart Cool. And that on the website is makesmart.cool.
That's our website, because we too cool for a .com.
Oh, he's ready today. Somebody came ready. So once again, thank you for joining us here on the Stubbs Show to tell your story. Let me give you a little background on the mission, their mission statement with Make Smart Cool, which captured my attention. Make Smart Cool, Inc. empowers our youth parents, teachers, and community to be visionaries and advocates of effective educational methods and learning experiences. Make Smart Cool's mission is to revolutionize how young people think about education, in addition to showing them ways to avoid dangerous pitfalls that a lack of education may cause. And you also said, due to socioeconomic challenges of numerous communities, which ultimately affect our young people today, education can easily become a second priority to a family's survival and financial needs. I just wanted to bring that part up before we welcome him onto the show, so you guys know, a little bit about his mission and what captured my attention about bringing you on the show, because education has definitely become secondary in our communities. It's almost like you need to homeschool them, but oh, so you agree with that?
Well, not really homeschool, but just I think mentorship and is more better right now. And the causes we need more male leaders, we need more male teachers, we need more role models, men and women, to really step up and be that person in that child's life to really say, let's move forward and let's create leaders, not followers. We live in a social media world right now where just everyone wants to be a follower. They don't really want to stand out on their own and be individuals.
That's right.
And that's what's lacking in today's education system as well, because we have so much going on right now with social injustice, bullying, suicide, and we just need really these leaders to step up and say, look, I'm going to help anywhere I can, if you can make time. We got to make time. We got to make time for what's important. People always so tied up in what's going on in their lives that we're not worrying about other people's that's in our own community that's struggling too. You said it earlier. Everyone has a story.
Yeah, and we need to start telling the story. So before we get too far along, introduce yourself again, and let us know how you came about with Make Smart Cool again, how that vision came about. What made you take that leap of faith?
Well, pretty much like I said, my name is Anthony Tillman. I'm a photographer, author. I'm an education advocate. So pretty much I started about 10 years ago as a photographer. Pretty much before that, I was actually homeless, living in like D.C. on the streets, grinding, real hard. So
you look young.
Well, I'm a little older than I look.
But at that age, what were you in your 20s?
I was straight out of high school. So I was homeless right in high school. My family grew up poor. We grew up moving a lot. Like we moved around a lot. So public schools, had fun there. But just like I was pretty much the only child, my only child, my mom. But we lived with like a lot of cousins.
Okay.
So I grew up without a father. I met my father actually at a carnival. When I was like 15 years old for the first time in my life. So my story was crazy. Then my father came in. He was real physical, abusive.
Wow.
So it was kind of like, then he told my mom to leave us. So we was living in a shelter. I kicked out the shelter, so I was living on the street with my best friend. So, the struggle was real. A lot of times.
As a teenager.
Well, it's hard out here. So a lot of times you look at where you've been and look at where you're at now. So right now I'm actually blessed because photography was like my outlet. In 2007 I met a great guy who was running for office. He was becoming the president of the United States. His name was Barack Obama.
Oh, shout out to Barack Obama.
So, he kind of, I took some pictures of him for his, when he was campaigning and met him at Bowie State, that changed my life. After that, I just pretty much just started hustling, taking pictures, going to events, ended up going to the Oscars, the Grammys, the ESPYs, the Tonys. So I became a photographer for major organizations and brands. And then I was really just like, kind of like Q, I was depressed. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was really in my Kanye West mode. I was like, forget everyone. If they're not benefiting me, then I'm not really caring about them. I was like this mean dude who was like rant
that kind
all
of
the time.
effort mentality. Like I'm done. I don't care about people, but just only about myself.
Well, if they didn't benefit me, then I personally didn't care about what they did. And I got into modeling, to like a lot of promotions, but at the end of the day, I just felt that I wasn't contributing to my community. So that's pretty much how Make Smart Cool got started. I was actually a homeless advocate before Make Smart Cool. I was homeless. I still to this day work with homeless shelters and Thrive DC, the Covenant House,
Okay.
Support homelessness because I was that person, but I just kind of felt that education was a priority for me because our kids need that leadership, that mentorship, that focus on, you know, making smart cool, because being smart is the coolest thing that you can be.
Yeah.
And you know, and at the end of the day, we talk about Black Lives Matter, but education matters.
It does.
Because like Nelson Mandela said, without education, you can't go nowhere in this world.
Yeah, and our kids are they don't care about it anymore. You know, they care about videos, hip hop, basketball, football.
Well, I mean, it's not that they don't care. It's just the mentality of what's happening. It's like you going to the street corner telling youngers about, you know, about going to school when they work out. They're really looking at real money. They're looking at real life. You know, real life day by day. You know, they're trying to worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. They're trying to worry about making money. You know, you got people right now that that's out here that these kids look up to, that they see, that's hustling, that's making money, and then they're like, man, why should I really do something that's going to really knock me back? We're not going to worry about the now. And that's pretty much what we got to tell them. You got to tell them, stop worrying about the now, but worry about the future. Worry about your future leaders. Worry about your future children. Worry about how your impact will make on this world. And that's pretty much, you know, my platform with Make Smart Cool, because we go to these schools, we talk to these kids, and we pretty much educate them on their mindset for the future. This is not what you're doing right now, but this is what you have to do in the future. You have to really mentor, you have to focus, and you have to educate everyone. That's pretty much why I wrote my first book, From Homeless to Cool, because it talks about my journey from being homeless to making smart cool today. You know, because at the end of the day, I went through so much in my childhood, and a lot of my friends still don't know what I went through. And I applaud the people that was supporting me in high school. I remember I was living around back in the day called Arbor View, and it was like, you know, some real people around there who actually helped me, who let me stay with them for a while. We was on the front step every day, hustling, growing, you know, just trying to make money. And, you know, I was a lifeguard around there, so that's pretty much what started. So,
since you're pushing, you know, the educational piece and making sure our children get their education and not put that as a secondary piece, would you admit or say that the school system is outdated?
It's not outdated. It's just no accountability. There's no proper leadership. You know, the reason why Prince George's County schools fail is because of the people that's connected to it. That, you know, when you hire a CEO or a superintendent of a school and that superintendent leadership fails, he fails. So, you know, that's pretty much what's happening right now with the grade fraud and changing and so many issues right now going on with the school system, is because we're all failing as a community, and our leadership is stepping up to make this correction.
And not only that, and sorry to interrupt, but when I'm saying outdated, I'm saying our children don't, like for one of my sons, he's not really into school, and I think it's because it's so boring. I think that our children aren't getting what they needed. You mentioned this piece earlier, getting what they need to go out in life and actually live successful citizens as black men.
I mean, well, they have the resources. I mean, we have some amazing technical academies.
Okay.
We have a lot of, you know, programs that's in the school system that helps with barbering, you know, engineering, electricians. So, you know, we have them outlets. It's just the fact that the resources aren't there for the children to really get that proper education, that initiative to do it, you know. And that's what's pretty much failing as a community, because, like, every school should be real in communication with the families, the parents, teachers. That's why we need a education system, a better communication system in our education, because we need to let these parents know that just because you're not there, the opportunities isn't there. And that's pretty much what's happening, is we're missing out on opportunities. Right now, you say you got a guy right now that's playing basketball. What if we have them programs that let him know that this is what's going to happen when you step out in this world for real? Do you really get that basketball scholarship, or is it like just telling you that, just trying to, you know, we telling our children what's happening, but we're not really giving them the education, what's happening. We don't let them know that as soon as you graduate college, you're going to have a debt.
Yeah.
Right now we're in a $3 billion debt. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening, is we're in this debt right now, that every kid that go to college, they're either struggling or just to get a job after college. Some of them can't even get a job after college, and we're not telling this before. We're not doing any financial literacy.
Yeah,
we need to bring back the financial literacy in schools and let them know that this is what's going to happen when you graduate. You can either get option A or you can get option B, but if you do option A, this is what's going to happen. If you do option B, this is what's going to happen. Save now while you in school. You should be saving money right now as a freshman. You should be worrying about your future as a freshman. You should be saving up. Your family should be saving up that scholarship money so that way when you get to college.
And have more banks that allow our youth to open up their own bank accounts, because a lot of times you got to be 18 or they, you know, when I was younger, my mom was able to open up a bank account for me, but they don't really have that as much anymore for the kids. It's still got to be ran by the parents, which some of the parents are taking the children money, you know. Some of the children don't want to go through their parents with stuff, you know, and the parents aren't even teaching them how to have financial literacy. So
that's what we need in schools. We need financial literacy. We actually need a lot of things that we created before. We need community policing in schools. We need to see that officer out front that's really walking in the hallway with the teacher saying, "Hey, what's up?" You know, because you need that reassurance that your kid will be safe. We used to promise that. We used to have the drug, remember the little DARE programs
officer friendly.
Yeah, officer friendly. We need to bring those back into the schools.
We had recreational centers. We had, you know, reading was cool. Your teachers read to you every day. You put your head down on the desk and you relax while your teacher read to you. It's a lot of programs that aren't in our schools that actually benefit our children, but not just our children, but our African American and African children. History is taken out, you know. We need to make a lot of things cool again, and if we got to use hip hop and music like they're doing in New York, what's that guy, I think it's Ron something, he has a school and they're dancing everywhere. We have to bring that stuff back, you know. So I like what you're doing with Make Smart Cool Again, and we're getting ready to take a quick break, and then we're going to get into your books more. We're going to get into how people can get into this fundraiser you got going on, and how they can assist and connect with you, because I want everybody to know all the great things that you're doing. So we're getting ready to take a break, and we'll be right back, you guys, here on the Stubbs Show Unplugged with our special guest, Anthony. We're going to make smart cool again.
Bow.
Also produced for Oi Boy, Spill Gang, Goo Glizzy, Garvey, Visto, and many more. Get your beats today at QHillBeats.com.
Your girl Stubbs from the Stubbs Show Unplugged, coming to you today to let you know how you can get to rolling and riding right this summer. That's right, you guys over at Star Imports, located at 4711 Alt Place, Camp Springs, Maryland. They are offering you the boutique style car buying experience. That's right, getting you rolling and riding right in those Hot Wheels this summer. So make sure you guys head over and check them out. Log on to their website at www.starimports, and that's star with 2 R's.com. Remember, folks, check us out, me and your boy DJ Q, every Thursday on VoxWave.com.
Man, shout out to the Stubbs Show Unplugged, man. Shout out to Q Hill. We got a lot of good hits coming from Boss O and LBB, man. You can follow me at Faded_Blizzy_M.O.B100. Q Hill, what's up, Slam?
So now you DMV Zone Super Producer Q Hill B. Produce.
Cool, y'all.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to the Stubbs Show Unplugged. Remember, we are live here on YouTube. You can always call up and comment at 240-719-2560, 240-719-2560. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram to continue throughout the day with me. I'm everywhere. Everywhere, I'm telling you. Stubbs.
She ain't lying.
Stubbs _the brand. Make sure you check my co-host out, Q Hill.
QL Beats, you already know where I'm at.
That's
QL
right.
Beats.
If you need a DJ, he got you covered. Make sure you check him out. You need those beats, whatever
Graphics,
you need.
everything.
Yeah, he got you covered. Also coming up with Vox Wave here. at the Voxway station. We got a boat ride coming up on the Odyssey this September. We'll be posting more information about that. But get your money saved up. $125. That's a good deal. I'm pretty sure food, dancing. I'm going to be there. We're going to have a good time. I'm pretty sure Anthony, Mark, everybody going to be there. I'm going to get them on a boat too. We're going to have a good time. So make sure you guys check that out. And what's your Instagram?
Anthony Tillman at everything. And my name, Anthony Tillman. Make Smart US. Make Smart Cool US is our social media. If you go to our website, makesmart.cool, you can check all of us. You can read about everything that we got going on in the community. My website is myname.com, which is anthonytillman.com, so you can find me up everywhere.
You can put up his website. Can we put it up on the website?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it'd be perfect. Hey,
Hey,
that's right there.
There it is.
Yeah.
We got that back to school supply drive coming up. We getting ready to get into that so y'all can support them.
Yes.
I'm telling you, they got a great mission. Good things coming up. So you text that code, Make Smart Cool, to 844. You see it on the screen.
Yeah.
Get involved. I like that. Oh, that's how we do it here at the Stubbs Show.
We do it.
Anthony Tillman.
In the community, in real life. No social media. You know what I'm saying? One thing about us is we give back to the community all year long. We don't really step out and just support the youth like during certain months. We do it all year long. Our backpack giveaway is all year long. We collect backpacks, to give out to back to school because we feel that the supplies and resources is what's needed to move our children forward. It started with a backpack in school. You know, when you had that school, you had that backpack, and then we filled them up with book supplies, and now we focus on making that a part of our mission. Not only do we do the backpacks, but we do reading programs, we do literacy programs. Every Monday, we're at District Heights Library doing read programs for the youth, for the male kids, to kind of educate them on, reading and fundamentals of just being leaders in the community. And shout out to all the mentors. We got so many amazing mentors doing
You got
some
any
great
sponsors
stuff.
you want to shout out that's assisting you? Because you have a cool program, especially if you're helping the children. And our little boys need it, because I tell you, we got all the princess, queen, diva, this program for the young ladies. And I was thinking the other day, what do we have for the boys besides basketball? So, but you know what? We can get into that all day. Time is passing us up, and we got to bring our next guest up. Let them know about your books really quick. How can they purchase a book? And make sure they know about this fundraiser, and make sure they can donate.
All right, so if you want to donate, you can donate from our website, makesmart.cool. You can, like she just said, you can text to donate. You can donate on the link. The name of my books, I got one book. It's called From Homeless to Cool. It's available on the Make Smart Cool website. Also, my new children's book is out called Bull the Bully. You talked about it earlier. A lot of children are going through so much in school. So my children's book is called Bull the Bully. It talks about how bullying affects our youth, and it's a bullying awareness book, and it's really like an education initiative for our youth to really understand that every child can get bullied at some point, and you gotta know how to get help and really reach out. And that's pretty much what's important to me, is letting our children know that we got their back. No matter what's happening in the world, no matter what stupid things our president is doing, we have your back as a community, and we can really support you from day one. And so that's why I said in the beginning, it's very important that we step up our male mentors and our leadership and our community, and let's move forward, and let's make sure our kids know, because the future is in their hands, and we have to prepare them properly for the future. And no step backs, no handouts right now, because we all have to hustle. Survive.
I know that's right.
We all have to. We all got 1 or 2 jobs right now, and there are so many people. That's one.
Sometimes you need 5 jobs. You got to get out there and do it. If you can't sleep, you just can't sleep. Drop your email address one more time before we get into one more quick break, and we're bringing up our next guest.
So just visit the website, makesmart.cool. No need to worry about me. Just worry about educating our youth. Makesmart.cool is the website.
Don't worry about him, you guys. And I'm trying to get a photo shoot with him. I'm not going to bully him, but I'll make sure you guys get the book, Bull the Bully. All right, you guys, we're getting ready to go into another break. That next book is From Homeless to Cool. Make sure you guys check it out. It's the Stubbs Show Unplugged. We're getting ready to go on a quick break. We'll be right back with our next guest. Don't go anywhere.
Wow.
Welcome back, you guys, to the Stubbs Show Unplugged with your girl Stubbs. Remember, you can always dial us up at 240-719-2560. Today's show is all about life trials, getting through those trials, pushing through and understanding that you aren't alone. Don't worry about it. We got you covered. Get up and just get to moving. So our next guest for today is Mr. Mark McCoy. I'm so happy to have him here on today because I gave him a call up and he said he'll come in. And I was like, yes, thank you, because we wanted to make sure we have two guests in to encourage you on today. So welcome, Mark. How you feeling?
I'm okay today. It's an honor being on the show, sharing my experience.
Thank you for joining us, me and my co-host, Q.
Appreciate you, man.
Q, he's still in California. Don't worry about it. He's not. He's here, but he's not here.
He's all right.
Yeah. So introduce yourself to our audience and give us a little background on you.
My name is Mark McCoy. I led the state in scoring 96, 97 high school year. I averaged 29.8. I went to college for a year, messed up my scholarship, started indulging in drugs. I started smoking weed at 19. Took my first line of coke at 22. I experienced with shrooms, experimented with PCP, cocaine. I shot it, I snorted it, I smoked it. My last little run, I was using heroin, shooting heroin, and it's hard out there when you make the bad decisions, you know. But life is better now. My Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
I couldn't ask for nothing else but to be reconciled with my family, my kids, you know. But talk about trials and teaching our kids what's best for them, we got to start teaching them the end game, you know. Like my Anthony Tillman said, the future. You got to get them to focus on the future now, because a day at a time it's hard to make the right decision, especially when you're influenced by your peers. You understand? But that's basically where I'm at. I was homeless also, sleeping in the back of buildings, panhandling, digging in trash cans. What the drugs had me do in my addiction was incredible. You know, things you never say that you would do. So. And
you didn't even think about it twice then, because you was thinking about the addiction at the time. And that's why I always tell people, don't judge a person for where they are right now, because they're going to change. Where they are in that season, they're there because for a certain reason doing what they're doing. So as you look at our peers nowadays and you see them going to school, and a lot of them are falling off. We have children that are 14 and they're doing cocaine, you know, even younger than that. And then we have, I don't know if it's, please don't hold me to this, I don't know if it's Pimp C or 2 Chainz, one of them, they always talk about snorting it off a woman's body part. And, you know, that's how they getting high. And I think that the music is really influencing our children to actually be junkies. I think I heard a rap song say that as well. What do you see now that's going on that you think are some of the things that parents or our mentors need to start chiming into with our children that's actually pulling them into those type of situations and addictions?
The only thing we can do is educate and hope for the best after they become of age to make their own decisions. At the time that they're underage, we got to keep a close eye on them and give them as much information as we could possibly give them so they can make the right decisions when they're out in the street. And let them know they don't have to be afraid of bullies. They can make their own decisions, and it can be the right decision. The cool thing now today is to be smart. You know, I'm still learning to live life on life terms. So anything I could do to help, you know, some people say I got a mean face, but I'm very approachable. You know, and
well, you do look serious. You know, you weren't sitting there all serious.
No, I'm very approachable, and I love to help, especially the youth.
So as you see our children and our parents push their kids so much into basketball, because I have friends that do that, and they do the reclassing, and they, you know, they keep their children back. Do you think that those things are good? Or, you know, because you went into the basketball world, do you think that they should focus more on teaching their children, like you said, the reality of things? Or what do you think about that? Because in our black community, it's always football and basketball.
I think it should be a balance. Kids are going to love sports in general. Whatever sport or whatever they want to do in life, I think that you should have their back, you know, push them to do it positively. If you don't have good people around to let them know the positive things in life, then that leaves their brain open to other things, you know. But as far as just basketball, I chose basketball route because I grew up in Landover, Washington Heights, you know, late 80s, early 90s, and I didn't want to become a hustler. I didn't want to go the route some people I seen going before me. So I chose basketball. And when it all went downhill, I turned to user.
So was it the women that kind of, or your peers that helped you to go down that line? Like, what was the thing that helped you to keep going further?
I wouldn't blame it on my peers or women. It was my decision making. And I just decided one day to start smoking. And I liked it, you know, so I kept doing it. Then eventually you want to experiment with other things. I did anyway. I can only talk about me. So I ventured off into other things, and I always thought that I could beat things mentally, you know, I got a strong mind, but
yeah, we all say that. Once
I got the heroin, it's a physical dependency after a while, you understand? So.
And did your depression help to lead you there? Like, you got into that, man, forget it, I'm going to do this, or, you know, I'm going to do that, or I ain't got the money for this, so I'm going to try this, and it was like getting higher and higher after one point.
Depression played a big part in it, because after I couldn't play basketball no more, I didn't know where to turn to. I was a put all my eggs in one basket type of guy, so you couldn't tell me that I wasn't going to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people depended on me to succeed in basketball. Even if I didn't go to the NBA, I could have went overseas. I could have went to school, back to school, all the way up till I was 24. I just chose to run the streets, hang with my friends. You know, came home my first year of college, and I had my oldest daughter, which is 19 right now, you know. And it was a lot of things that was on my mind back then, wondering if I could really make it after, you know, falling off for so long. I didn't play for a year in college. I was getting red-shirted, so after I failed my second semester, I had messed up my full ride. And like you said, the pressure settled in, and I really didn't know what to do.
You were just trying to find your way. You know, as I'm listening, and you know, because I've been through trials of my own, I always tell some people when they talk to me, sometimes everything happens for a reason, and some of us are vessels. So I hear you say you have your children, and now you're here now to be this vessel to encourage not just your children, but other children. And you're speaking from a place from experience, not, oh, I read about this, or I did it. Now you are this mentor person that's need to be hooking up with Anthony to mentor more kids to make them smart and have them moving forward and understanding. Because our boys need men that speak up and say, I did this. This is what it looks like. I'm the one who did it. So many people don't want to look like they did anything wrong, and they pull testimony services out of church, and people just don't get to hear reality and real stories anymore. The reality shows are full of crap. That stuff is scripted. They setting it up, and then when you hear reality, some of you guys don't like the honesty of it. But we're getting ready to take a quick break. We're going to come back with Mark and talk about that day when he decided that enough was enough, and he decided to get up and just go and do what needs to be done. And we're going to make sure that you connect with him, because we brought him on the show to connect with the world, to see what's the next step in his life for mentoring our young fellas out here. We're going to share this story and get it out there, because I appreciate you sharing your story. I really do. And bring them on your shows, and bring them out to talk with the kids, because our children need to see it. All this Gucci wearing and fronting and faking, and you know, I be seeing people in the club popping bottles, and they ain't even got a place there. I'm talking, they be spending $500 to $1,000 a night, and they in the car or on the floor or in a hotel, and you be like, dude, like, get it together. Like, chick, it's not about that anymore, you know. So we got to get ourselves together. We get ready to take a quick break. The Stubbs Show Unplugged. We'll be right back, you guys. All right, you guys, welcome back to the Stubbs Show with your girl Stubbs.
And your boy Q. How you doing?
We are definitely unplugged. This is another segment. My special guests for today have been Mr. Anthony Tillman, and we're getting ready to finish our interview with Mr. Mark McCoy. I'm going to just call him realistic motivational speaker. That's what I call myself. People that use their real trials of life to encourage and motivate other people to proceed forward in life and take that leap of faith and keep going. Let me tell you, you can get an education in 1,001 things and degrees all over the world, but when you go through the experience of it, it's a whole nother degree. So he was telling his story about how he went from playing basketball, had some trials in life, went through them, and now he's regrouping and pulling things all the way back together, and God is, putting the pieces back of the puzzle. Let us know, what was that day, that breaking point? When was the point when you said, I'm done, I'm not doing this, it's over, I got to change?
I was sitting in the building where I was sleeping at back in February, and I realized that I had lost everything. All of it, my family members wasn't talking to me. Well, they was talking to me, but they wasn't enabling me anymore. They wasn't helping me. It was tough love, and I lost all communication with my kids. My oldest two daughters, 19, 17. I got 4 young ones, 12, 11, 9, and 6. And I looked up and I just knew I needed help. So I decided to go into a program, a treatment facility. And the counselors, the whole staff at that facility was great. They took me in, and if I didn't know that they cared about me getting my life together, I would have left, And I'm so grateful to that treatment facility, the counselors, my peers that was around. I had great peers. I still keep in contact with them right now. They help me every day, And right now I'm just trying to answer the call on my life. I want to do what God has sent me here to do, and I believe that's to spread His word, help any way that I can. I want to get into some coaching or be a peer specialist, because like you said, my story might help somebody else.
Not might, it will.
Because a lot of people, stories help me, and thinking about the end of my run, I definitely never want to go back there. So I try to keep God first. Anything I put before Him, I am going to lose. And I'm not interested in, like you said, on the break, the materialistic things anymore. The intangibles was great to me. Conversations with my kids. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy time with my mother and father now. My sister, she's happy. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes me happy.
Looking at life on a different level. How can people connect with you? Drop your contact information.
My email address is m.mccoy024@gmail.com.
Slow it down. We are slow a little bit. Go ahead.
m.mccoy024@gmail.com. I'm on Facebook, Mark McCoy. You can look me up, get in contact with me on there.
And I'm going to tag him in the video as well. Have you ever heard the saying, somebody ever asked you, how do you eat an elephant?
How do you eat an elephant? No.
Okay. Well, do you not eat an elephant?
No, I do not.
You eat an elephant one piece at a time. So that's exactly how you eat life, one piece at a time.
Great information.
I thank you guys for joining us. We're going to take one more quick break. We're going to take some commercials. Remember, you can become a sponsor of the show. Shout out to our main sponsor, Star Imports, here at Vox Wave State Studios at 4711 Off Place in Suitland, Maryland. Make sure you come up here and enjoy the boutique car experience, because we need you riding sweet. Don't be pulling up on me all wrong now. We'll be right back, you guys.
Super producer Q Hill B, who produced Biggie Killer Corns, Tequila featuring Just Paul. Also produced for Oi Boy, Spill Gang, Goo Glizzy, Garvey, Visto, and many more. Get your beats today at QHillBeats.com.
The Stubbs Show Unplugged, coming to you today to let you know how you can get to rolling and riding right this summer. That's right, you guys over at Star Imports, located at 4711 Alt Place, Camp Springs, Maryland, they are offering you the boutique style car buying experience. That's right, getting you rolling and riding right in those Hot Wheels this summer. So make sure you guys head over and check them out. Log on to their website at www.starimports, and that's star with 2 R's.com. Remember, folks, check us out, me and your boy DJ Q, every Thursday on VoxWave.com.
Man, shout out to the Stubbs Show Unplugged, man. Shout out to Q Hill. We got a lot of good hits coming from Boss O and LBB, man. You can follow me at faded_blizzy_M.O.B100. Q Hill, what's up, Slam?
So now you.
That's it? Yeah.
Hey, you guys, we back.
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
telling you. Oh, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. It was great for me. Let me tell you, having them on telling their story encouraged me to just keep going. What about you, Q?
Man, I'm just soaking in all the knowledge from their experiences.
Man,
like, it's a deep experience that they've been through. And like I said, I've been through similar situations in life. So it's really like inspiring and empowering at the same time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, life not going to stop, folks.
Never.
Get yourself mentally prepared to handle life, because life isn't going to stop. Trials aren't going to stop. Those forces that you are getting, they're either going to break you or make you. They come to make you stronger. And let me tell you, don't even try to be a business owner, an entrepreneur, helping in the community, motivating people, or anything like that, because the negative forces of life are going to come and try to swipe you out. So you have to just learn to deal with it mentally. Keep going, meditate, pray, get you some good people in your corner,
Good
you know.
team.
Build your village of people that's going to push you forward to just proceed to keep going, because if not, you're going to be down, depressed, sad, and I'm telling you, you can make it. You ain't alone. You see me dressed up, I'm cute, but I'm going through stuff all the time. But because I keep going, I'm strong enough to handle it. I'm a fighter. 5'2", don't play with me, okay? Turn into 12 foot on you real quick, start climbing you like a tree, be a gorilla up on you. You be like, what's going on? Nah, you're not taking me down. But, man, remember, if you want to become a sponsor on the show, we're getting ready to create whatever this is back here. What a banner, poster board. And we want to put your logo on it. So every time we do an interview here, everyone will see your logo. They'll start thinking about you and they'll want to check out your company. So email me at worldoffaith@yahoo.com so that I can put your logo on there. I want you involved. I want you part of the show. We also going to have our t-shirts while we out. We want your logo on that. We want to play your music. Q, where can they email you the MP3?
They can email me at qhillbeats@gmail.com. Everything Q Hill Beats.
gmail.com. Get it to them. All right, you guys, we're getting ready to go. Lovely show. I enjoyed you guys. Remember, I'm on Instagram, Stubbs_the brand.
And at Q Hill Beats.
We got you covered. Get the books. Get the books.
Make smart cool.
We out. Deuces.